flashback, right? Like, oh my god. It has not even moved. Not even moved, fam. It has not moved. So hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an updated foundation routine using some new products. I just basically have some new techniques of how I put my foundation on, and I just really want to try out these products just because they're like, you know, the new in thing right now at the moment, you know, and all that. So yeah, my skin is not doing the best at the moment, but either way, we still need to get up, glow up and show up. So I'm going to start off by using the Too Faced concealer Born This Way. They collaborated with Jackie Aina, or Jackie Aina collaborated with them to bring extra shades. So look at this bad boy, like, come on, like, oh my god. I'm gonna be really honest with you, I was very grateful when I received this package. However, I was like, what am I gonna do with this foundation? I only need one shade. So there will be a giveaway, guys. If anybody's interested, I'm collecting a lot of stuff to do a giveaway. So I'm going to try and choose my shade. Oh, I can't even like hold. Oh, okay. I am then going to be introducing the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powders to my routine. So this is the Huda Beauty powder set. It comes with a brush to bake and blend, so I'll probably use that. Then they have coffee cake, baking and setting powder. That one is really nice. So they literally have dark shades and they're quite big. 8 shades of baking and setting powder, so I'm just going to choose the best one and let's get started with this video. So I've already moisturized my face with the vitamin E intense moisture cream, and I am going to make my face matte because I really don't like oily skin and my T-zone gets really oily. So I use the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue. It gives you like a nice matte finish, so I put it on my T-zone mostly. Then the NYX pore filler, and that is just to hide the pores. I have huge visible pores. The first one is Chestnut, then that one is Mahogany, then there's Toffee, and then there's Cocoa. I think Mahogany is on the orangey side, so I wouldn't really go for that one. Toffee one, which I think is more my skin tone, and it's more on the warm, the Jamaican accent, on the warm side. And then that one, I can use that probably for contouring, I'm not sure, but I think Toffee and Chestnut for highlighting and whatnot. So I'm going to start off with Toffee, and I'm going to use that underneath my eyes, and I am just going to highlight it and conceal it a little bit before I put my foundation on. And this is quite thick, by the way, and the bottle feels like glass, so if you do drop it really hard, it might smash. It feels very expensive as well, which is always quite good. And it says that it's buildable, so let's see if it's buildable. And it says no flashback, and especially if you're trying to go out, you don't really want to be taking pictures and you look crazy. It does seem full coverage. Ooh. That's actually shocking. It actually is full coverage. Then we have, I'm using the Revlon Colorstay foundation in Mahogany, and I'm going to use that as my foundation. Mahogany is meant to be darker, right? Like, I always think Mahogany is meant to be more darker, more richer, like more reddish undertones. I don't know. That's what my perception of Mahogany, but it's not. It just seems very yellowy, and it seems lighter than my skin tone, and because it's some of my skin changes, it's weird. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use some of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Cocoa, and I'm gonna mix a bit of that with my foundation to hopefully darken it up so I don't look too crazy. I don't even know if this is darkening it up. You know what I'm gonna say, guys? I'm I'm gonna be really honest with you. In terms of cocoa and using this as a contour shade, and I'm not the darkest person in the world, I wouldn't use it, and that's my honest opinion. I am not the darkest person in the world, and I feel like the cocoa is not dark enough to be a contour shade. If you are the same color as cocoa as your foundation, it's just a normal concealer. It's not a contour shade. Also, it's very lightweight, and it feels really like nice on the skin. I have very sensitive skin, so it's just a thing of me waiting to see if I actually do break out. So what I'm trying to achieve is full coverage look, and I don't sweat it off, and I get no flashback. So far, I hope this oxidizes. I'll like update you later on in the video if it does. So I'm putting chestnut for the under eye. So I feel like after using the darkest shade, I still feel like I look like that. Look at that to that. Oh my god, this is such an epic fail, but you know what, yeah, this happens. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, and this is in the color Kunafa. So I matched this to my Sasha Cosmetics powder because I saw it had like the yellow undertone to it. So I'm going to put this underneath and set my eyes really quickly before it starts to crack. And so far the concealer hasn't cracked, by the way. Her new the Easy Bake Loose Baking and Setting Powder, and this is in the color Kunafa. So I matched this to my Sasha Cosmetics powder because I saw it had like the yellow undertone to it. So I'm going to put this underneath and set my eyes really quickly before it starts to crack. And so far the concealer hasn't cracked, by the way. I'm going to use this to set the under eye. And as it says, there is no flashback. Oh my god. I am not the best at baking. I'm actually going to let this bake for 3 to 5 minutes. I normally don't bake, but I want a full coverage look. Yeah. No flashback, right? So I baked for as long as I possibly could, so I'm just gonna like brush this off. I don't know. I can't have put too much on because guys, you know how you see like people online that proper bake themselves. You know what the thing is I find really hard, like how, like I feel like this is like flashback central. Like how did they get all the powder off? Like, and for me personally, I have to press it in so it doesn't crease. But like, how do you get the powder off? Like, do you just like do this? But sometimes when you brush your face loads, yeah, you actually just like affect the foundation or the concealer underneath. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Oh god. I'm gonna keep brushing away. So I'm going to be using Coffee Cake, that one, and I'm gonna use that to blend out the powder. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm trying my best to kind of like minimize any harsh lines that could create the flashback because I actually cannot deal with that. So for the Too Faced and the contouring thing, the cocoa, it's not dark enough. They need to add a bit more. They need to go even darker, personally speaking, but I don't know. But I must say, Huda Beauty, I'm loving the powders, fam. Sick. Like, no word of a lie. So I'm gonna now contour with Sleek Contour Kit in dark. Is it dark or deep? It's dark. And I'm using the A18 brush from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And it gives like the nice sharp contouring line. Can you see that? This is such a cool contour brush. Forehead. See that? Yeah? Nah, fam. Contour it up. It's disappeared. The next quick thing is to actually add some warmth back into my face. It's cracked up, but I use the CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony bronzer, and I use this to bronze my face, and it actually adds some warmth to my face and not make me look too overly yellow, because I just feel like I look very, very yellow. And it helps blend out any harsh lines and stuff like that. This is also what I use to contour my nose, because I feel like it's not too dark, and I just use like a angled brush and just go straight down, and I kind of go down like that. And just I'm just gonna set my face with the MAC fixing spray. This is the, I think it's the coconut one. Yes, the coconut flavored setting spray. I'm gonna finish on my eye makeup and then come back. I'm then gonna add some highlight in the inner corners of my eyes. I'm using the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Holy Glow Volume 2. I have just gone and just put on some mascara and added some more shadow underneath my eyes. I use Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And on my lips, I use the Beauty Bakery S'mores Lip Whip. Their lip whips never come off, guys. Anyways, I'm going to be using the pinky shade and the goldish shade. They are so pigmented, so guys, trust me, be careful. With the Makeup Revolution Fix It Amazing Fixing Spray. This one, my face has stayed matte the entire time of me filming, and that's with the weather being, with it being so hot and so humid, and normally when I'm doing my makeup I sweat, so the fact that my face has not even moved, fam, it has not moved, nothing has moved, the concealer has not cracked. So I'm actually quite surprised. The powder, the Huda Beauty powders, oh my god, like come on. Anywho, let's set the face. So I must admit as well that I was very, very scared of wearing the makeup, just because I felt like it was too yellow for my skin tone. I felt like it looked too light. But after every single process I've done, I feel like I've kind of put it down, I've kind of like blended it and made it into my skin tone. Like it matches my face matches my chest, and these bits are dark. Listen, when you're a melanin girl, you're not always just one shade. There's patches of different types of colors and all that, you know what I mean? But we're gonna do the flashback test. The powder and the concealer claims that there is no flashback, so we're actually gonna try this and see what happens. I've got my iPhone at the ready, guys.
Whether me in a skirt, me front up in a short shorts, head race when me walk past. Me feel the eyes, believe the eye, me love the lights, me do it despite.
So the picture will be uploading right now, and that's me without any filter. That is me without any retouching, without any facial smoothing, anything. all I can see is a banging highlight here and me looking very, very like, hey.
The rain sort of do. It's big ballin', baby, when I'm courting you. I'm talking spy bags and fly